First of all, let me say thank you very much for your support in relation to my family. I'm grateful. A number of you wished me well, and you were happy with me upon seeing my family rejoin or reunite with me. I am so grateful. A number of you, passed nice comments. Some of you texted me. I am very grateful. I'm very grateful. Yeah, of course, I am happy that I've reunited with my wife and Kia. After a long time, I didn't meet my wife and Kia ever since I left Zambia. I met my other two daughters. They were here. Those of you who have been following me will remember that last December, my other two daughters were here. I spent time with them. We moved around, and yeah, it was good. But I didn't meet my wife and Kia for some reasons. Yeah, a number of you were, making comments. Why are you not with your family? Why can't you do this? And so on and so forth. One thing I want to tell you is that living in exile is not easy. Living in exile is not easy. It has its own challenges, because when you are in exile, you are as good as, somebody. You are a guest, if I could put it that way. You are like a guest. So the moment you arrive in somebody's house, you don't immediately say, no, I need this. Oh, I need also this one. I need also this one. No, they will set up rules for you. They will set up conditions for you. So, in all honesty, one of the reasons why I couldn't be with my family is because of the conditions that I had. It is because of the conditions that I had. And later on, with the death of my mother-in-law, again, the conditions could not allow me to go to Ethiopia and be with the family on the funeral. As a result, somehow people considered it to say, look, I mean, this guy has been living here and he's okay. Also the behavior that you portray when you are in somebody's house is very important. So somehow people sympathize with me to say, look, I mean, I think let's consider that, the wife come around. And that is how it was possible for her to come. Earlier on, I couldn't talk. I couldn't start engaging people on, oh no, hey, why are you not with the wife? Oh no, whatever, hey, what, you know, all those things. I couldn't engage with people on those issues. But I just wanted to tell you the biggest issue that I want to tell you, the point, the takeaway from all this, what I want to tell you is that, you know, being an asylum seeker comes with conditions. It comes with conditions, and some of these conditions is that, I mean, you may not be allowed immediately to be with your family. But that has changed now, you know. And there are a lot of considerations. There are a lot of considerations that they take. So that is how my wife is here. But I must also be quick to mention that much as the initiative or the consideration was more from this side, and not the Zambian side, much as the consideration was more from this side, from my host, I want to also commend from the Zambian side. There was also cooperation from the Zambian side. There was cooperation from the Zambian side. And I want to appreciate those people that were involved in helping you know, my family to join me. Yeah, there was also some activities that were done, and I want to appreciate really that there was cooperation. There was some cooperation from the Zambian side. There was some cooperation from the Zambian side. It was not straightforward. It was complex, but I'm grateful that, because even if there was no cooperation from the Zambian side, particularly on Kia would not have been able to travel. And if Kia cannot travel, how can my wife travel? My wife would not have traveled. So it was a situation whereby, okay, my wife is cleared. But then there was an issue of Kia, you know, Kia being a baby, being a Zambian. It was a little bit complex. I couldn't just imagine. But anyway, even that, from the Zambian side, there was cooperation. And, you know, everything worked out well. There were also a few people that ran around for us. You know, there were people that were running around for us, because I couldn't be in Zambia, but some people were there who were running around on my behalf. I want to say thank you very much for all of you that ran around on my behalf to make it possible for my family to travel here. So it was a concerted effort. It was a concerted effort. Different stakeholders were involved, and it happened. I am very, very grateful to all of you. I am really, really grateful. I'm exceedingly grateful for everything that any one of you, especially those of you that may be watching this video. I want you to know that, you know, all of you that did this bit, that moved one brick here and there, I'm very, very grateful. I'm grateful. Of course, this goes to say, you know, to some of you who have been saying, oh, no, Tayali is doing this to come back and whatever. Hey, he's trying to buy his freedom. You are still, I've got my way of doing things. I've got my way of doing things. Even in this public life, I've got my way of doing things. And trust me, I move things like on a chessboard. I move things like on a chessboard. I am not an impulsive person. I think through a number of issues. Okay, what about this? What about this? What about this? That's why you see that even my asylum seeking has been very different from many of those that have left the country. Has been very different because of the way I plan things and execute things. Before I left, I did a lot of consideration. I made sure that I touched on that and touched on that and touched on that and so on and so forth. So I don't just do things abruptly. I don't just do things abruptly. So some of you, you think that I'm so cheap. I'm so cheap that I just, no. I am quite deliberate in the way that I do things. Of course, I won't come here. Even some of you, when you're making these speculations, Papa, you are talking whatever nonsense. I just watch you because, there are times when you don't have to talk. There are times when you have to keep on, working in the background. People can be saying all sorts of things, but meanwhile, you are working in the background. You are working in the background. I'm quite strategic in the way I handle things. So even when you are saying, no, he's doing this so that he can come back. He's doing this so that he can come back. Far from it. Far from it. And I'm sure you have seen by the fact that I've been struggling. I've been doing all these things to bring my family here. I mean, you should know that coming back is not really a priority. Not that I'm not coming back. I will come back. I will come back. But it's not a priority, especially at this point in time. Why would I be struggling to reunite with my family out here? I would have been thinking of going home. I was struggling to sort out things in Zambia for my daughter to be able to come. Why would I be doing that? Why? So those of you who think that I am that simple, you think you know. You don't know. You don't know. Even when you're talking about, no, Tayali is doing this so that he can come back. Tayali is doing this so that he can come back. The joke is on you. The joke is on you. I've been telling you that I am set to be here or elsewhere for a little bit of time. I am not in a hurry to come back to Zambia. I am absolutely not in a hurry to come back to Zambia. I will come back to Zambia when the time will be right. But whatever I do, it will be folly. It will be folly for anyone to think that I'm doing it so that I can come back to Zambia. The evidence is in what has just happened. Very soon, Kia will start school. Why would I be struggling to put my child into school when I know that tomorrow I have to go back to Zambia? No. I do this. Why do I do this? I do this. Whatever I say it, to, especially in relation to President Hakainde Hichilema and the UPND. I don't do this for me to win favors from President Hakainde Hichilema and the UPND. No. I do this for you. I do this. You should be grateful to me that I bring out some of these issues. I help a lot of you. I want to help you. I want you to focus your mind correctly. When I'm making these predictions to say UPND is winning 2026, I'm not doing it to ingratiate myself to President Hakainde Hichilema and the UPND. I'm not doing it so that I can gain favors. I'm not doing it so that I can come back home. No. I'm doing it for you so that you can calibrate your minds. You can adjust yourself. You can plan. Because some of your plans are based on the government that is there. The business community, when I'm here, when I'm talking, I am trying to help even the business community. I want to help the business community. I want the business community to know where they should put their money. I want the business community to know where they should put their money. I want the business community to know how they should align themselves to the policies of the UPND. Because change of government brings different policies. And it has an impact on business. And I have a following, whether you like it or not. Some of you, no, Tayali is nothing. But I can tell you, I know I have a huge following. A following of people that may not even be Zambians, but people who may have interest in Zambia. They follow, they hear what I say. And these are the people that are in my mind when I am coming up and talking about some of these issues. It is not to please Hakainde Hichilema. It is not to please the UPND. No. Some of you think, no, UPND is doing that. Forget it. I give you things as they are so that you can plan yourself. And I can tell you, at the moment, this is not a campaign. This is not a campaign for Hakainde Hichilema. I'm not campaigning for Hakainde Hichilema. I am simply stating the facts as they are for you so that you can think properly. Which way are we going? How should we behave ourselves? The business community, the young people, when you are throwing yourself to say, hey, new, hey, president new, MP new, district whatever new. Yeah, it's going to be new. President Hakainde Hichilema is going to be new. He'll be starting a new term. That's for sure. You are right. Yes, he's going to be a new president. He's not going to be an old president. He's going to be a new president. Because Hakainde Hichilema, when he will be starting the 2026, the next 5-year term, he will be a new president. He will not start the way he started previously. No, he will be a new president. So you are right. You have a new Hakainde Hichilema. You have a new government because you will not have the same ministers. You will not have everything as it were. No, there will be difference. There will be a difference. So, but that new is not a new of something that you don't even know. You can't even be talking about new. Which new? Which new? Which new are you going to bring up? Which new? There is no any other new other than Hakainde Hichilema and the UPND. And this is not a campaign. I'm insisting. I am telling you this so that you understand, so that you know that, hey, things are not okay. For those who are thinking that they can win, no, you can't. You can't. You are looking at all these things. Yeah, no, this, no, that. Hey, this, because of this, because of this. You are joking. You are joking. You have a new government. Yes, you have a new president in Hakainde Hichilema. It will be a new president because you will be starting a new term. Not that you have a new guy. Which new? Which new? Eh? You know, and this brings me to the issue of, Nakachinda. There is a belief, issue akwewat no, by PF, by UPND Valea. It is a belief. It is a belief like a religion, where people believe that Hakainde Hichilema is going. UPND is going. It is just a belief, but it is a belief that will never come to pass. Not in 2026. It won't pass in 2026. It is not happening in 2026. Nakachinda voluntarily, not voluntarily, no, Nakachinda gave up himself, going to prison, thinking to say, no, Kaidi took away my elections. No, it's not happening. Nakachinda is going in and is going to be there for quite some time. Even after 2026, Nakachinda, unless otherwise, but he's going to be there. What will remove Nakachinda from prison? It's not the change of government, no. Unless something else. Of course, he could be pardoned, he could finish his sentence, but it is not the change of government. The change of government is not what will bring Nakachinda out. There is a belief that some people, even Nakachinda himself, believes that no, prison, government will change and then I'll come out. I want to tell you, what will bring out Nakachinda from prison is either him serving a full sentence or, being pardoned or something else, but not change of government. If you are working on change of government, you are very wrong. Get it from me. If you are, whatever you are doing, if you are working on it, basing on changing of government, you are very wrong. You are very wrong. I'll talk about it later on. But whilst I'm talking about Nakachinda, so that is one thing. Why Nakachinda? Nakachinda would have really left the country. He would have easily left the country, but he didn't. Instead, he gave himself up and he has started saving. And some of you are wondering why did he do that? So number one, he has got a belief that there will be a change of government. And that change of government will set him free. That is not happening. That is number one. Number two, the issue of, sureties. This time around, I've spoken about this even before. This time around, one has to be very careful when you sign as a surety, because there is a precedence that has been set where sureties have been sent to jail. There is a precedence where sureties have been sent to jail. The sureties of Nyoni, Nyoni, the one who was accused together with Davis Chama, for unlawful wounding. But Davis Chama is inside. Nyoni took off, but the sureties were actually jailed. 6 months. They were given a 6-month sentence. So when Nakachinda was jailed, there were discussions amongst the PF themselves. And the sureties pleaded with him to say, look, if you do that, we are likely we will go to jail. So, in fear of the sureties going to jail, Nakachinda has to stay. Because bale kaka hapano mbaba mambala, naba chinje funde, bad kind. Take what naba chinje funde effort, but anyway, there is a precedence which has been set. I don't know what will happen to other, but there is this thing which has come in where sureties are being jailed. So, kuliko ukutinako, even Malanji wanted to take off, but there was also fear that sureties, and some of these sureties, you remember, they are members of parliament. They are members of parliament. So, that fear of sureties being jailed is there. And this has been brought by a number of us who have taken off, and we have made things more difficult. So, I'm being honest, even, for some of us, we were lucky that our sureties were just made to pay. But I can tell you that even the issue of payment, as far as I'm concerned, I planned everything. Even the issue. So while some of you are talking, hey, now how can you make your sureties? You have made them to pay so much. I can't go into details, but I can assure you that I had everything covered. I had everything covered, Mdara. I had everything covered. But at this point in time, na issue pako, na idensako. Especially some of these sureties who are even in politics, who are even in opposition. Na issue pako. Wale kama sureties up. Na iwako bad. And that is the predicament which Nakachinda faced. The other issue is that people have realized how difficult it is out here. It is not easy to just leave your country to say, no, I'm fleeing my country. It is not easy. It is not easy. And people have learned lessons. Because most of those who have gone out, they're actually struggling. Don't be cheated. At motoka ilipo, driver kulibe, Nyovuta, it's not easy to come out of your country, to make it out here. It is not easy. Don't ever think that you can simply walk away from your court issues and think that you would make it out there. It is not easy. And least of all, don't think that you can easily get asylum. Because some people think, no. I'll just go, and because I've got court cases, I'll simply say, no, I'm being persecuted. No, it doesn't work out like that. It doesn't work out like that. If for you to be granted asylum, you must be tried. You must be investigated. I keep on forgetting doing this on TikTok. So getting asylum is very, very difficult. Political asylum is very difficult. And I'm not saying this, to simply threaten people, whatever. No. It is just that, one thing that you have to know is that all countries have got their own issues. All countries, politically, all countries have got their own issues. All countries, they have got their own issues. So, they don't want to simply encourage a certain behavior. They don't want to encourage that. So don't think that you can simply move into another country and say, no, and claim asylum. No. All countries have got their own issues. And in terms of politics, they have got their own issues. And the people that give asylum, mostly, it's in, by UN. They are the ones that give asylum. Even if a country allows you to stay, they will still hand you over to UNHCR. And UNHCR has got a rigorous, process before they can really say, okay, yeah, fine, you can stay. I mean, I'm speaking from experience. I know what I went through. And I've come to understand. Even before I left Zambia, I really didn't understand. Only when I was in did I see how complicated it is. It is not easy at all. And some people have come to understand how difficult it is. And therefore, they don't want just to take off. And for you, if you are thinking that, no, you can be careless and expect that, no, I can't manage, and, even me, I can manage. Be careful. Be careful, my brother. Be very, very careful. It is not easy. He is in Chipotela, saying that he is in Portugal. Anyway, yeah. So it is not easy. So anyway, these factors contributed to Nakachinda, handing himself over. But over and above everything, mostly he is looking at there will be a change of government. But I'm telling you, that change of government is not likely to happen in 2026. Hear me right, and I'm saying this so that you can, you can behave accordingly, or you can plan accordingly. Okay. I now want to talk about its difficulty, and it actually relates now to the issue of Vakambwidi. Some of you have seen on social media, and people are wondering, how is it that Vakambwidi is arrested when he is in prison? But if you go back, this issue that Vakambwidi was jailed for is the issue of hate speech. The video that most of you, I've had, I've seen, okay? But there was an issue where Vakambwidi crossed into Zimbabwe, if you remember. There was an issue where Vakambwidi crossed into Zimbabwe, and unfortunately, the way he wanted to do it, I don't want to be prejudiced, especially that Vakambwidi ni Mdala, but things were not done accordingly, and he had to come back. He had to come back. My point is, it is not easy to simply go out. Vakambwidi, actually, the wife is in Britain, and I think she is a British citizen. And as a husband, automatically Vakambwidi, you can say he must have a residence. But he couldn't find himself into Britain. He couldn't. Because some of these things are a bit challenging. So when Vakambwidi crossed into Zimbabwe, he was in hospital, and he had to be brought back, into Zambia. But when he was brought back, he was sick, if you remember. He was sick and he went straight into Maina Soko. From Maina Soko, he was evacuated into South Africa. He was evacuated into South Africa. In South Africa, that's how he was brought back. He was brought back into Zambia. And he hasn't been very well. He hasn't been very well. From there, we had Bakambwidi, jailed. And somehow, I don't want to be like a government spokesperson. I'm just trying to remind you how this has happened. It has happened because at one point, Wakambwidi crossed into Zimbabwe in a manner that I don't think was accordingly. And when he was brought back, he was sick. From there, he was evacuated into South Africa. South Africa, he came back. He hasn't been very well. Then later on, he was in prison. And it is like now, that's when the immigration have, you see, Knox is saying that stop lying. I will open phone lines and you explain to us where I am lying. But as far as my recollection is concerned, this is what happened. Bakambwidi has not been well. And somehow, the immigration did not effect an arrest because of the situation in which he was. Now, there is another point that I want to bring out. One of the issues is that, as a politician, we need to realize that things don't just go the same way that an ordinary citizen will go. This is just a fact. This is just a fact. Whenever you are a politician and something happens, you are not treated the same way. Everywhere. And this is a fact. This is a fact. If you are a politician, especially if you are a politician that is significant, things don't just happen the same way. They don't. And if you expect that, no, you'll be treated as an ordinary citizen, I mean, you are wrong. Then you are very wrong. And you will suffer for it. You, as a politician, you ought to be ready, to go through certain processes which ordinary citizens don't go through. You ought to be ready to be given the attention which other citizens are not given. And this is dependent on which side you are. It is very much dependent on which side you are. If you are a politician and you are on the side of the ruling party, yes, things will go your way. Even justice you will be favored. You will do something wrong. You will be a Maria Zaromes, for example. I'm being honest. A Maria Zaromes, I mean, there is Maria Zaromes, somebody was murdered, but Maria Zaromes is out because she's politically exposed. But if Maria Zaromes was politically exposed and she is on the opposition side, Maria Zaromes would have been inside today. So the point I'm trying to tell you is that there are people that seem to be mixing it up. When things go the other way and you start complaining, no, whatever. Forgetting that you're a politician. So if you want to be treated in a certain way as a politician, you have to behave accordingly. If you are a politician, I'm a politician, you should be ready to go through all the nonsense. There is no justice in politics. You must know that. There is no justice in politics. And it doesn't matter where it doesn't matter. There is no justice in politics. If you are a politician, the moment you stand in court, even the magistrate or the judge sees you as a politician, and even that judge or magistrate will start thinking twice, will be careful on how he handles your case. Because at the end of the day, this magistrate might lose a job. At the end of the day, this magistrate might even be transferred. So it is just different. You can't expect justice when you are a politician. For or against, no. You can't. So some of these things that you want to be talking about, like somebody is being so unfair. No, this akainde ichilema. I can assure you that some of these politicians that you might be sympathizing with, they could even be worse themselves. They could even be worse themselves. If some of these politicians, they were in power, they would be worse. They would be worse off. So you need to be very careful. I, for one, I thought Bakambwili had it, had his things around properly. But that statement which came out, there is a last statement which came out. There is a last statement here. I don't know if you read that statement. That statement, I was like, what is he doing? Okay? Then the family also, the family where they have been coming out on the issue of Akambwili, I don't think has been very helpful. I am being very honest here. Not to cover Chanchana, I'm just being honest. When you are a politician, what you post, what you say, you have to think twice. What is it that you want? 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 If you want people in Zambia to help you, my Kia, for example, I have been busy fighting back and forth, to help that my daughter is allowed to come here. And the people who have been helping, it's government. They are in government. And imagine if I were here every day insulting Akainde Ichilema, you think I would have seen my family? I'm being very honest with you. You think I would have seen my family? I wouldn't have seen my family. I wouldn't have seen my family. And then if I don't see my family, then I start coming here on social media. Hey, I was doing this and whatever. Hey, they did this. Hey, this one did this. Will it help me? Will it help me? Will it help me? It won't help me. So if you are a politician, know what you want. Know what you want and choose that. If you want to be comfortable, behave in such a way that you don't cause trouble for yourself. Don't be busy. It won't happen. If you want to fight, be ready for a fight. If you want to fight, be ready for a fight. And you have to remember, especially when you are fighting government, you have to remember that you are fighting people that are in power, people who are controlling the state apparatus. You need to be ready. I'm finding it crazy. I find it absurd when people are busy coming on social media, trying to win sympathy. What is the sympathy for when you know what you are doing? You don't see me crying for sympathy. I'm here. I don't cry for sympathy. Oh, no. I don't. Because I know that this is part of politics. Being in exile is part of politics. Be ready for it. So those of you who want to fight, those of you who want to do punch for punch with Hakainde Ichilema, be ready. Be ready. Those of you who want to do punch for punch, be ready. Some of you think that you can move a government by coming here and talking, hey, this Hakainde Ichilema, hey, whoa, on social media. He doesn't even see you, some of you. He doesn't even see you. He doesn't even see you. But as you interact with people, as you interact with the system, as you interact with the government, you will be finding problems. You will be finding problems. As you interact with government apparatus, you will be finding problems. Not even Hakainde Ichilema telling people to say, no, don't do this for this person. Don't do this for this person. Hakainde Ichilema won't even know about it. But the people that you are interacting with, they are the ones that will make your life difficult. So even some of you who are outside, because some of you think that, no, I'm outside, I'm in diaspora. I can rest assure you, there will come a time when you need your government. If you you are a citizen of a country, you cannot be separate from your government. You can't be. You can't be totally separate from your government. As long as you are a citizen of a particular country, there is no way you are going to completely create a schism between yourself and the government. There is no way. At one point, you will need your government. And this is something that I'm telling you, those of you, especially those of you who are out in diaspora, there are some people who are so careless. There are some people who are so careless. I can assure you, unless you denounce your citizenship, at one point or the other, you need the government. But even if you deny your citizenship, at one point, you will need the government for one of your relatives. Look at me. I can tell you, my little Kia, as innocent as Kia is, as innocent as my Kia is, she was being subjected to some challenges. We had serious challenges with Kia. I don't want to go into the details, but we had serious challenges in as far as Kia is concerned. Because certain things that we needed to get them from government. She's a Zambian. And some people were foolishly being difficult. Well, you can understand them because some of these people, they were also thinking, no, Tayali is out there. No. I've chosen my side. I want you people to know, those of you who are waking, I've chosen my side. I've chosen my side. So don't start behaving to say, no. I've chosen my side. I've chosen my side. I've chosen my side. And whatever reason that you may think to say, no, hey, Tayali, this, I don't mind. You can call me anything. You can call me Mshanina Wali. You can, whatever. I've chosen my side. It's my life, way. It's my life. It's my life. When those people in government are squeezing me, you are not there. You are not there. You are not there to help me. So we have chosen my part. I've chosen my part, and unapologetically so. Unapologetically so. You can say whatever you want. You can even go to heaven and complain to God. You can go. I don't care. I've chosen my side, and my side is to support Hakainde Hichilema and the UPND. This is just what it is. It is just what it is. So some of you who really think that no, you can be arrogant, you can insult, you can do whatever. I'm not saying we shouldn't offer checks and balances. No, we should offer checks and balances. But let's offer checks and balances in a manner that at the end of the day, we reserve respect for our government. We reserve respect for our leaders. Because if you do it with disrespect, you'll be inconvenienced. Right? You'll be inconvenienced. When you are interacting with government, please mind that you're interacting with government. There are some of us who think that, no, we can do it. And I am talking about this in relation to, so that people, but the example that I'm giving you is the issue of Bakambwid. That statement which Bakambwid himself made, when you have chosen a side, I wouldn't write that kind of statement that he wrote. I wouldn't. The way the family was coming out, the way the wife has been coming out, she has been coming out like a politician. She has been coming out like a politician. How has that helped Bakambwid? This is why you see some of these things happening. A man is being released. Another case is thrown on him. And you can't say, no, it's political persecution. Because if you look at the facts are there that he did cross into Zimbabwe. The facts are there. He did cross into Zimbabwe. So it's not something that they have created, they have fabricated the case against the person. No. But even fabrication, sometimes cases are also fabricated. But in this case, a case is not being fabricated. I hope I'm making sense. The emphasis is that, please, choose your side. If you want to fight, yes, it's okay, fight. But you don't complain when the power that be, or the state apparatus, fall on you. Don't complain. Don't draw sympathy when that falls on you. You can say, are you PND Valley? Are you PND Valley? UPND is not going. UPND is not going. Not anytime soon. So, Mwaiche Wandi, those of you who are young, especially young people, I always talk about this. Be very careful. I'm okay now. I'm okay. Trust me, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm not coming to Zambia now. I'm not coming. I will come. But I am okay. I'm even helping people. It is even easier. I even have a young man who started work today. Thank you. I'm saying thank you. By UPND. Your business environment, the environment that you have created, you have made me help somebody get a job today. Today somebody has started a job. And you think I'm going to mind about whatever nonsense that you are saying. Hey, Tayali, whatever. If I can help a few people, I mean, why not? Why not? Why not? So far, under UPND, I've got 3 people that have started jobs. 3 people who have started working. 3 people. I mean, what is wrong in that? What is wrong in seeing a young man starting work? What is wrong? I mean, this young man, Uyoma Ichoyo, there's a young man that I've been helping for a long time. For a long time. And this young man has been with me. I tried Muniba PFU. I brought him my offices, Kwisa. That young man never got a job. Buka Pokola, Usoja, Shani. It never happened. It never happened. UPND came into power. This young man is now working. He's working very stable, permanent job. He's dignified, this young man. He even wants to get married. I've got another person who is working under UPND. So in a UPND I'm telling you, yeah. If UPND is not working for me, I mean, there is something that I've got to point, that I'm pointing at. And I should be grateful to Hakainde Hichilema. Yes, I verified him. Yes, I said all sorts of negative things about Hakainde Hichilema. It is politics. But this is a time that I should be able to appreciate Hakainde Hichilema. Yes, you can say, yeah, but on a personal level. Hey, that is just on a personal level. What about as a country? As a country, there is CDF. As a country, there is free education. As a country, there are industries that are coming on board. You didn't see the fertilizer plant that came. As a country, there are new plants, new power plants which are coming on board. So, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, Hakainde Hichilema is doing it. He's doing it for me. He's doing it for the country. He's doing it for my family. What the heck? Let him continue. Let him continue 2026. But it is not about because Tayali is saying this. It is also about UPND. UPND as a party at the moment, Vane. Let's face it, at the moment, which party can compare with UPND? Which party? Which party can compare with UPND? Which leader can compare with Hakainde Hichilema? And I'm not saying this just to become a praise singer. No, I can substantiate my statements. Which party? Which party? Tell me which party can compete with UPND. Which party? Tell me which party. Point at a party, Nami Papata. Point at a party. Start with point at a party. No, Hakainde Hichilema is going. Hakainde Hichilema is going. Is going. Who is coming? If Hakainde Hichilema is going, who is coming? You know, we want a new president. You can only have Hakainde Hichilema as a new president. You are not having any other person. Which party? Which party? Which leader? Eh? At independence. Those are jokers. So, but I want to discuss this so that you can follow me well. on a party level, you know, we have UPND is stronger than before. And I've been arguing with some people that UPND was in opposition, and it was very strong as an opposition political party. Very strong, to a point of, you know, removing PF in power. Removing PF in power. Now, UPND is in power. First term. First term. Do you really think there is any political party that comes close to UPND? Do you really think there is a party? Because these people have got experience. Because they were long in opposition, they have experience. They have experience. Now that they are in power, they are even more consolidated. It is very difficult to remove UPND out of power. It's very difficult. Because they took long in opposition. They took long in opposition. They were refined in opposition. And now they are in power, first term. No, you can't expect them to lose. You can't. You can't expect them to lose. That is number one. Number two, Hakainde Hichilema. Hakainde Hichilema was there, has been a leader for UPND for a long time. Hakainde Hichilema has matured. If you look at the Hakainde Hichilema of the 2007, 2008, it's totally different from the Hakainde Hichilema that you have. Even the Hakainde Hichilema of 2015, 2016 is different. Even after Hakainde Hichilema is sworn in as president, today, the Hakainde Hichilema of 2001 and 2020 to 2021 and 2025 is different. It's different. Hakainde Hichilema has matured in politics. He has matured in politics. And there is no one who is coming anywhere close to Hakainde Hichilema. There is no one. There is no one who is coming close to Hakainde Hichilema. The only people that are may be coming close to Hakainde Hichilema are in UPND. The people like this Jackie Mwimbu, you know, Gary Nkombo. Those are the only ones that may come close, but they are in UPND as well. Yes, but given Lubinda, I respect given Lubinda's experience. I cannot be taken away from him. But he's lacking. Given Lubinda doesn't have a party, given Lubinda doesn't have resources, given Lubinda doesn't have the connection that Hakainde Hichilema has. Hakainde Hichilema has built a network, but Lubinda doesn't have a network. He doesn't have a network because if Lubinda had a network, I would have been part of that network. If Lubinda had a network, I would have been part of that network. But he doesn't have the network. But look at Hakainde Hichilema. Hakainde Hichilema has a network. He has a network. I am part of his network, by the way. I am part of Hakainde Hichilema's network now. Why? Because of politics. He's not doing it because he likes me. No. He's doing it because he has matured in politics. That is why I am part of Hakainde Hichilema's network now. Because Hakainde Hichilema has matured in politics where, you know, he's able to differentiate personal issues and politics. He's able to differentiate. There are so many people. Look, even Amos Chanda is part of his network. But Frankie Wade is part of his network. Sunday Chanda is part of his network. Eh? There are so many people. Felix Mutati is part of his network. Nevas Mumba is part of his network. Why is that? Winter Kavimba is part of his network. You saw Hakainde Hichilema going to the funeral. Yaba Winter Kavimba. That's maturity in politics. Yes, he went to sympathize with Bakambui, with Winter Kavimba. But I can assure you, I mean, he's a politician. And if you go back and look at Winter Kavimba, what Winter Kavimba said about Hakainde Hichilema, I mean, you wouldn't expect Hakainde Hichilema to be there. But why Hakainde Hichilema was there at the funeral of the father of Winter Kavimba? Because he has matured in politics. He has grown. Hakainde Hichilema is growing his network. He's growing his association. Whilst given Rubinda is taking this guy to police. Chris Zumanizimba is taking him to police. Can you say he's growing the network? I was with my PF myself. I was with my PF. And instead of keeping the network, I'm out. They're not growing their network. I'm now with Hakainde Hichilema. Because they're not growing the network. Even this guy that you are, this singer, Kantuan Kan, Kayomaps, is part of the network. So the UPND network is growing. The PF, which is closer to UPND, is hemorrhaging in terms of membership, in terms of goodwill from people. It's hemorrhaging. But UPND is actually thriving. So Hakainde Hichilema is stronger mwevantu. I'm giving you reasons why I say UPND is winning 2026. There is no way, there is no one who stands next to Hakainde Hichilema. There is no one. There is no one who stands to Hakainde Hichilema in terms of network. Then talk about resources. Talk about resources. There are no resources. Who has resources? To run for president and win an election, it's not a joke in terms of resources. It is not a joke. It is not a joke. So Hakainde Hichilema as a leader is become very, very strong. And the strength of Hakainde Hichilema, like I've told you, you can see by the people that are coming around him. And it is not just to say, today I Hakainde Hichilema so that at Foreshe Kolupia. No, Hakainde Hichilema has never given me any money. Has never given me any money. It is the way he's doing things that is somehow pulling ourselves to him. He's playing the right politics. Hakainde Hichilema is playing the right politics. And there is no one who is playing the similar politics. There is no one who is playing the similar politics on the other side. You can't win an election alone. It is crazy to think that somebody, no, I'm going to stand as an independent. You have a few boys and girls around you and you think you can be president. You can't. You can't. Why is it that many of those people who speak in the country, they have gone to UPND? You think it's just money? No, it's the politics which is being played right. UPND in terms of, so politically, this you can take it from a political point of view. Politically, UPND and Hakainde Hichilema are strong. Politically, the structures are intact. The leadership is intact. Politically, UPND is very strong. You don't have any party that compares to UPND. When you talk about strategically, I mean, UPND, they have a strategy. And you know, as a party in power, their strategy is in what they are doing. You are seeing Hakainde Hichilema opening up this, opening up that. Yesterday was Good Trade Kings, Shani. I mean, they are delivering. They are delivering. That, you know, at Imitofole, work for cash, all these are strategies that are very difficult for you to beat. Whilst you are in Lusaka, on social media, there are people in the villages who are receiving that work for cash. And when they receive that work for cash, they appreciate. Social cash transfer, they appreciate. Free education, they appreciate. Feeding programs for the children, they appreciate. That CDF projects which are currently going on in all over the country, people are appreciating. And the CDF has got a multiple effect. Multiple effect to the contractors, to the people that it is creating jobs, the people that are doing in Dhaka and whatever. It has a huge impact in the communities. Who is going to beat that in 2026? Who is going to beat that? What are you going to promise the people? What are you going to, cash for work, thank you, Robert. What are you going to promise the people? If you are going to go into the rural areas to campaign, what are you going to promise the people? What are you going to tell the people so that they vote for you? They deny what is there before. You can talk about CDF. You see, some people say, no, but CDF 40 million, but they're not giving the money. Even if they don't give the total amount, whatever they are giving is not compared to 1.6. Because even if they give them 10 million out of the 37 million, even if they give them 10 million, it is more. And this 10 million in the rural areas, it is changing lives. So strategically, naishupa. Technically, am I elections, they are very technical. And I'm not going to go into the details of that. Unless you come for consultants. Am I elections, they are very technical. And UPND is very sophisticated technically. They won an election when they were in opposition. Because they employed a technique that worked. But some of you simply think to say, oh no, I want to. Which one to? You think those people, you meet 3, 4, 5 people and you say no, and you think you have won an election. Because some of you think that everyone wants to be president. How? Do you even know how to win an election? Do you know how to win an election? An election is technical. Winning an election is technical. You need to sit in a class and plan. So, like the way, I see coaches planning. Am I elections? And there is no party. There is no party that has got the technicality to win an election. No party. Then, finances, of course. Finances. No, we are going to shan. These presidents that you are talking about, Bonsam. Basango wale bachinonga mwanipela 100. It's enough to campaign. Out of the money that he was talking about, if he gets it, for him, he thinks that 10 million is enough. 10 million is nothing. It's nothing to campaign for presidency. It's nothing. It's nothing to campaign for presidency. You need more money to campaign for presidency. When muntu akwata motoka imo, na bakashibali kwata motoka yobe imo. That's it. And you are thinking you can campaign. You think you can campaign? Where can you go? Where can you go? With your vehicle, one vehicle, you think you can campaign. Where can you go with your one vehicle? One vehicle, where can you go? How many vehicles did Haka in the Ishnema bring in the country? Remember the Mahindras which were banning. They came in numbers, in hundreds. The Hilux, the motorbikes, the bicycles. You need all that. What do you have? What do you have? This from a logistical point of view. You need choppers. One chopper drops you here and there and there and there, all over. You can't. There is no party. There is no leader that has got the capacity to win an election. You can talk about I told you that Mudoro is a crook. You would have seen the money. If Mudoro had money, you would have seen the money by now. You would have seen the money. I told you Mudoro won't even come to Zambia. By now you would have been in Zambia. No, it's not political, whatever. You are joking. You are joking. Makebizulu, you are joking. You are joking. Makebizulu, how are you going to campaign? You are scared. So far, you are scared in South Africa. You are even failing to come into Zambia. Come to Zambia. You think you just come during the time of elections? Bantwani kana badori kana na Basangwa. Basangwa need tuitions on politics. Yes, he's a very educated man. Very educated man in terms of law and whatever. But in terms of politics, he's a kindergarten man in terms of politics. Basangwa needs to come to my class. He needs to come to my class so that I teach him politics. Ama politics is not the constitution, forget it. Ama politics, China Machimbi. China Machimbi. They need to be taught. These people, they need to be taught. But Binwell, where? Binwell ni Kalume. Ni Kalume, he doesn't even know where he's going. He doesn't even know where he is. Soon after 2026, they will be nowhere. Because they will waste their time, trying to be presidents, and they will come out with useless votes. They will manama zero, avena Binwell. Manama zero, avena Sango. Manama zero. Basangwa, if I don't get 1 million, you are dreaming in Darayo. You are dreaming, Basangwa, if you get 1,000 votes. If you get 1,000 votes, 1,000, you are talking about 1 million. If you get 1,000 votes, Nishmuaesha Basangonga mkakwata 1,000 votes. Otherwise, mkemapo na 300, 200. Na wadorika wenu. Mkemapo na 200, so. Uyu Binwell. Ma zero. If Binwell can have ama votes, akakwata kufyama votes feso na ena, akakwata 1,000. Nishmuaunu. Nishaesha. So, once they are just being, too ambitious. They are just being too ambitious. And I can assure you they are being too ambitious. You will see how they will flop in the next election. They will flop big time. Keep these videos. These videos will be there. You will come and tell me. They will flop. They will flop. Katushinshishwe file chitika musocialist. Katushiwa Fred ngabale tinoku iminina. Ngabale fo batumini kisheko ba Kelvin. Katushinga ni Kelvin yuja. Because nipo na Kelvin, ulela ndanomba kwa tarefu kuiminina. I don't know, maybe we're afraid to Tina. Because indeed it will be embarrassing for afraid to start to contest. I mean, it will really be embarrassing for afraid to contest. So yeah, it would be okay for afraid to allow somebody else to contest because afraid, is one of the worst. He's one of the worst, afraid. He's one of the worst. He will do so bad. He will do so bad, afraid. I'm a politics, yeah, you are kind of afraid, member. Yeah, you are kind of afraid. I'm a politics. Yeah, you are kind of big time. At least people are thinking, not now. He's completely finished. So Niva Brand Mundubire knows. He knows my position. I cannot discuss him, but he knows. And I know deep down Brand Mundubire. He sits at me, he sits and looks at me to say, what this guy is saying is true. Wherever he is, I can't discuss Brand Mundubire. I can't discuss Brand Mundubire. But I know that wherever he sits, Brand Mundubire, when he looks at me, he knows that this guy is saying the truth. Then talk about Atwanan VKBF. VKBF. Tapari, we don't have it. We don't have. Even at least me, if I stood, I would garner more votes than any of these guys. But I know too well when to raise my head and start fighting. I know. Ngana mona fialipa ndaiwera mona ichefya. Na ichefya. Pale na riside mona na tukumuka na mwene balungu. Na kuli balungu hapa. Alebwela. Na sama fi balungu wa mdala tapari file chitika. Na bwela. Apa. Tapari Filipo. You can challenge me. Mwebale to come comments. You can challenge me. I'm opening at Bakalaba. Kalaba is not even stable. I can tell you that. Kalaba is not even stable. Kalava is not stable. Kalava akamisha pamabwe. Akamisha pamabwe Kalava. Varia, I mean, no he knows. Kalava knows that he's nowhere. But those are guys that will go in the middle of the night and negotiate a package for themselves. The way you were saying that UPND offered me 2 million. No, he wants 2 million. He went, he said, UPND offered me 2 million so that I don't contest an election. No, he wants 2 million. That's Kalava. Nikakerenka kadana kina kade. Nikakerenka. Kadi yenda la maisha wantu. Ukuba bepa wantu. No. Party. Muka kepushe niwa ngovu kadi yenda la makade. And this is why I'm talking with business communities. Those of you who have money, know where to put your money. Inde miyawa kofinga na mkwa tempia kuvika mwa politics. Just put in UPND. Because there is no one who is going to do it. You waste your money, you lose your money. You lose your money. It won't happen. Takudi. Bafred membi. Takudi. There is no one. Now I'm opening phone lines. Muntu mine phone. Mun challenge. I'm opening phone lines so that you can call me. I've opened phone lines. You can call me and challenge me. Otherwise, tapari file chitika wane. Tapari daveni coffee. Just get comfortable. Christopher Kangombe. That one. Mwanche ule Christopher Kangombe. Naka emotion full. Alikuwa my emotions. Alikuwa my emotions. Yambi. Na rimda wasana kulia kwe install station. Kwen DC. Na rimda wa. Fimbi. He can't even control himself. Bino can't what you in Christopher Kangombe. He can't control himself under pressure. He can't. Tapadi Philippe wapa. Hello?
Bishop. Hey, that's what. Hello?
Yes, my dear.
Hey, how are you, sir?
Fine. How are you?
I've been trying ever since you started coming live. I've been trying to come, but I haven't been going through.
You see, today you have gone through.
Yeah, I just want to agree with you, Mtoto, to say these oppositions we have in Zambia, they're just teaching themselves. These guys, to be honest with you, Mr. Tayali, some of them, they won't even contest. They know themselves to say, I'm not going to contest, but they just want people to say, okay, that one can take, that one can take, but otherwise, they won't even contest.
Yeah, you are right. You are right. Hello?
Chilufya Tayali, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
I am calling from South Africa.
Okay.
Nalamba na Vakambwili bali kuyilombera. And he deserves to be jailed. I'm telling you. Amashiwalelanda during my elections in Chilufya wenu. You know, I hail from Northwestern Province, but that is a base region. If I'm that is the Tonga, Lozi, and the Luvali people. And yet we are Zambians. Mumone Fewalelanda Vakambwili. Ewa lingira tinalungu hapo na my elections. Tawa kwete message. Iya kwa wale mkwako. Just like we mifumwita.
Hello?
That's this region.
Hello? Bueno, Phil.
Bueno, kama. Hao malanda fe wino. Kuri uyu abayicho politics abakalabana bashala. I was shocked. Ukuba president mzambi wakalamba fila ilanga.
Sana.
Nalisanga abayicho palaba binu wakalaba. Wale fuma pa studio wakalaba. Na 25 wale ndana vikatara matumba wale moto cannot even a crowd. Okay, patauni. Abantu baliposa kwa manatona wao na election. Wale munaka inde. Kefo alenda. Kalanga ngaya pamo. Na chitaka.
Nga kukoti.
Wala chopino mpundu wale landa chikuti bate.
Wale muna nga kukoti.
Ngawa sanga pamo. Ngawa sanga pamo wale noti. Bali fe batatu na bana abantu bale baposha fyalo walo. Hello, we president we sure next year.
Para iwe pawa.
Ema katuma election kutola fiatu wabafe ngawa pa Facebook bakuposha abantu bale commenta bali 100 yato nishina wina ma election. So bafule basambe ngani bakala bawenda mwamone ali munafe phone fe iPhone 17 nukubirima okubutuka kusha no bali ngandi. So ngawa president ba ene mulale mu ombe ono ta nyayo open way.
Thank you. 30, you know, 30, it takes a lot. It takes a lot. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, good evening.
Good evening, President Stadi. How are you?
I'm okay, my dear. Uchana yoko.
Down February. Okay, in as much as I agree with you, certain things that you have said, like how not these people live in the country and the other stuff. But I want to talk about, I heard you commented on like the UPN, they have network, whereby you mentioned flanking waja
Now join.
Muliba most stand never join. Yeah, but if you remember very well, here and the late His Excellency Dr. Golungu, they lost power when Frank Wadi got in PF and Ramos Tanda was in PF. Another guy is our joiner. So sometimes I was trying to reflect and think through like the impact that they have brought in UPND. Especially when we talk about our elder brother, especially Frank Wada, I don't see like they have brought that big impact in UPND and Amos Chand. Yes, of course, I agree. Point Mr. Iva Chanda, but okay, president, incoming president, Gamudimu, position. Classing about legislation, chat diva, another stuff, confusion, malady. But I want to talk about like, let's say, what do you think, like, don't you think power belongs to the people? Like, the people remove the PF from power. It's not like really, of course, party, each and every party UPND, but majority of the Zambian people voted out PF.
So, you are very right. You are very right if I can engage you. You are very right that some of these people, not all of us who are associating with the UPND, carry a political impact. No, not all of us. But of course, the public lawyer makes a difference. That's for sure. But not everyone. But you know, what is important is that, you know, much as they may be, that much as they may not have that political venom, the fact is that this party is allowing them to come, in spite of whatever they were saying. You see, that's my point. In spite of so many things that they were saying, UPND has got the capacity to welcome all of us because Naina Winena is Savaira. At least they are able to welcome us. That is a Kwenyu. That is a question. You know, unlike PF, wamona, because PF, now forever loyal and whatever, they have irritated us to make us leave them. You see?
I understand.
You know, because they should be retaining people. They should be retaining people. So they would have been trying. But look, from the time that PF left power, they have just been going, people going. Now, even if you are in Zambia, it's difficult. You know? Chongo, look at Chongo. That Chongo, then can that guy, the big brother guy, Max Chongo. I mean, Max, you know, they were Maxwell Chongo. Those guys, if you had to express, look at another one, Charlie, Charlie the engineer. Imagine, how can you lose Charlie the engineer? You know? But PNG has got a space for almost all of us. So that is a plus. But given Lubinda is supposed to be gathering us together, but yes, he's scattering us. So they don't have that capacity. Then you have spoken about to say power belongs to the people. You see, these are slogans that promote democracy. These are slogans that promote democracy. But Muntuangi, pali wawile pama elections. Either technicality ndela ndapo. Either technicality ndela ndapo. Pali wawile pama elections. There is something for you to win an election. It is not just that people, hey, wakaya vote, awakalapenda ni banani. Awakalapenda ni banani. Awakalapenda ni banani. Please, and all those strategies, they are part of politics. There is no party. Hey, even in America, if in America, I'm a vote C. What about
in Africa? So I like the point. I like the point you talked about network, because you talked about maybe the opposition being disorganized and other stuffs. But of course, I didn't want to bring up this issue. As I'm talking to you right now, the Secretary General of the SWAPO party, she's in Zambia, and is the Director of Administration, Dr. Siamupwa. SWAPO party, the ruling party, they are in Zambia, they are meeting the opposition. So maybe if the opposition, they can organize themselves and see maybe they have some strategy. The way, as you are saying, that things are not okay. But this is what is happening currently. Maybe they are trying to organize themselves.
Well, listen, first of all, there is no ruling party that will go into another country and immobilize the opposition. There is no way.
Yeah, but they are there for a meeting, not for mobilization.
Well, whatever meeting, it cannot yield anything. A meeting, just like whatever, it can only end up as a meeting. As a meeting, those are not things that should excite you. Because if indeed SWAP, for example, wants to help the opposition in Zambia, they would actually not even come to Zambia. They will meet them in another country. They will meet them in another country.
But right now they are there. But right now she's there. The Secretary General is in Zambia.
Yeah, but so let her enjoy her stay. Let us. I wouldn't want to cause problem for her. Because
I understand.
Because there is no way that can happen, especially
I understand.
Thank you, my brother.
And politics will remain politics. I understand you from that point of view.
Thank you. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Good evening.
Good evening. Thank you. I want to talk about Mr. Kambwiji. Mr. One day before 2021, Amos Chanda told us that there was a case on the Copper Belt of Mr. Kashimbaya. I don't know whether you remember that conversation.
Yes.
So, Mr. Kashimbaya I don't know whether it was killed or...
According to Amos was saying, you are alipayo muntu iwe.
Kashimbaya. At he beat him with an iron bar. Now, Amos Chanda is with the UPND. So, the family for Chimbakambwili has to be very careful.
Including Bakambwili himself.
Yes, what they do, what they say, they have to be very careful. If Amos Chanda has got evidence on that case will be reopened and the Kambwili will go in forever. Kambwili misbehaved. He was with UPF. He came out of PF in anger, started insulting Edgar Lungu. All sorts of insults. And Edgar Lungu never replied to Shimba Kambwili. Kambwili leaves his party, goes back to PF, starts insulting HHO, all manner of insults. He cannot be a blessed person. He's a cursed person. You heard what this Study Mwale said. What Study Mwale said about Shimba Kambwili and the family should sit down and reflect and seek forgiveness from God. If they continue misbehaving, the end of Mr. Kambwili might be bad.
Hello? Hello?
Oh?
Yes, please.
Good evening, President.
Good evening.
I'm calling you from Mozambique.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. My take today is on the opposition in Zambia. The strategy that they've picked is not a workable strategy. You know what they are thinking is, Zambians are still gullible that they will just come, pray to the gallery, and once they are arrested, then Zambians will raise against the government. That is what they are thinking. So you find that they are making cases with impunity, thinking that Zambians will raise. But Zambians that used to raise, bali ama Zambian muri kaunda. Umunganga walunda twale ima twachitashani. Not these ababa pa Facebook abana beso atwakaya ima atukubaka nakachinda wala bakaka tuime tuchiteshani. Zambians will never rise in that manner. Mamonenga. Zambians will never do that. Then a warning to the opposition. This government of Akainde Chilema, the UPND government, if there's something that they are never shy of, is to send somebody to prison.
No.
They don't fear. They've got no shame about it. Once the law, once you cross the law, they'll push you to jail.
That's it.
Whether you've got a following or not, they never mind.
Whether your family is talking,
that's strategy, but it's not a workable strategy.
Whether your family is talking, whether whoever, whatever, no.
No. It can't.
No, thank you.
Can't.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, please.
Hello?
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello, Ndumeanzi. Mzee wino.
Wino shamba matero sugar.
Hello.
Hey. Mwamona wa matero sugar mwale mwana kwa tinaremi papa taiseni kuno.
Ni mbona mulipene nsanso. Mukani alibona banakia.
Naremi eba iseni kuno munji pikire kwa ichwabwa. Mulemeka bai sabe ni bantimba. Bale ipika nomba hapa.
Manje mwale kwa banakia bese banji tile saladi.
Yo, kubafu wako fie, kubafu wako.
Awe, Nimbona, I'm happy for you.
Yeah, nawe sabe ni bantemba.
Mkwai, ndipo okulanda kofe meri matero na mwishiwa kishuga. Ndipo aineri landa kofe pali ba kishimba kambwiri. Ngecho na chibamona mwelesa. I hope ba kishimba kambwiri apatwa afuma balaye kala tondoro pandu tondoro musuma. Pandu nga bapitisha ba kishimba kambwiri kuti balafiro lo muchifungo. Mwamona so inopo ningapela kupi advise ba kishimba kambwiri ifite ama politics beta pepa fileke. Ngeko tule umfuati kwali wotu utuachitako pending utumulandu nga babeka tapandu uteko tabuleseka nga wala kusanga no mulandu ule akujeli so ponde pepa kofi mwandini ifite ma politics bafileke pye okay bashikia na tutemwa sana kumona banakia bali munchende
Na totera. Hello?
Hello, Matani. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Yes, you're calling me from Zambia. Kare Wakalamba.
Yes.
Yes, I want to explain something about the opposition, especially the PF. I want to agree with you. We don't have an opposition that can beat UPND and President Hakainde coming next year. Bantu n'abasalanga n'obuusa.
Bad kind.
And yes, and the reasons are very simple. You know, when PF was in power, they were careless. Very careless. And this is why today, Nabakwatemila Ndishimbi Sana. And as a result, if one tries to back Nakwatemila, and this is why now they are crying foul, no, Milandu, they are silencing us. No, they were careless, and they've got a lot of cases to answer. And this is why now Sarangana, they won't do anything to outseat the UPND. No mundo tukwete nomba. Alela ndafata, alegani la muloye kaistechani, isevenzi. So if Vasarangana, there's nothing they're going to do. Even when they've been well, what they're trying to do, it won't help them.
It won't. And then there are just too many. There are too many.
Too many for nothing.
Yeah, imagine.
Too many for nothing.
No, thanks very much, my brother.
Thank you.
Hello? Hello?
Good evening once again, Chilufya.
Yes, then you got cut. Briefly, go
I hope
ahead.
and trust that. Yeah. You know, Vachimba Kambwiri. Kama kawake ni kabaleterela. Efe balela dafye, bali. Tribalism. Awe tayaweme. Eba lengele. Na lungu aluse.
Yeah. You know, you probably network. Hello? Hello?
Askia.
Yes.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, truly you need to set up an institution to lecture these guys on how politics should be handled.
I'm telling you, they need lessons. They need
the lessons.
Basic lessons.
It doesn't mean when you are Vasangwa has been lecturing law he can lecture politics. No.
Far from it. He's a toddler.
Very
politically,
far from it.
Politically, Basangwa is a toddler. He's a toddler. They won't feel no Rushe. They won't feel no Rushe Basangwa.
Exactly.
I'm feeling pity for him. Because he's going to be embarrassed. He's going to be embarrassed big time. I'm telling you, mark my words, my brother. John Sangwa is going to be embarrassed. He's talking about 1 million.
You'll be embarrassed.
He doesn't know what 1 million consists of. In terms of votes, 1 million. 1 million. Hey.
So him, he thinks that 10 million can do something in terms of campaigning.
I'm telling you, they are toddlers. I'm telling you, they are toddlers.
You'll be embarrassed. Then wakashara pamavwe.
You know, even just to get 100 votes, Mundwandi, 100 to get 100 votes.
You see?
You see these people. They will see to just get 100 votes. 100 votes. They should go and check ama results of people like Wanawakwi, who have been in politics. They were in politics for a long time, and being a woman and projects Wanawakwi. You remember? Utwa farming.
Yeah, she was strong.
Yes, she was moving. Yeah, Wanawakwi was very strong. But look at the votes that she got. I think she just got about she got very few votes. I can't remember, but there were very few. You know, because the only one who
very few.
Who are going to come votes in Nicaragua, who are going to 24,000 Carava.
24,000.
24,000, the whole country. 24,000. And the Ariation of Carava. No Banawaku, he beat Banawaku. But no Mbaba. You can't compare. You can't compare any of these. You can't.
You can't. I wonder. Makatuta.
Badorika. People are playing.
And I wonder what kind of lenses they are using to foresee that they will win the next elections.
That is the naivety. It's like when I'm saying they are toddlers politically, it is like my daughter, you know, my daughter is 5 years old. I mean, so whatever she wants, she thinks she can just get it. You know, she'll wake up today, Daddy, I want this. Hey, Daddy, I want this. Because she doesn't know.
You provide.
I mean, money is difficulty, you know. So she's innocent. Even these people, they are innocent. They think that votes are easy to just come by. Hey. Because you know,
even we are given Ruvinda.
You know, in elections, first of all, to get the votes. But even after getting the votes, you need to manage those votes. You need to manage them. You need to manage them.
You protect them.
Yes. You can win an election, but you are declared loser. You can win an election. But you are declared loser. It has happened in many countries. It has happened in many countries. Politics they are
And then we are given Ruvindati, let's go and register to vote, and let's do it for Nakachinda.
Look at
is that a manifesto?
Let's do it. He even said at Ngweshi, let's do it for Edgar Lungu. What happened in Ngweshi? Then he's talking about Nakachinda. Who is Nakachinda? Who is going to die for Nakachinda? Who is going to die for Nakachinda?
Imagine.
And then even on this issue, my brother, of registering elections, Nayambakale, people are registering to vote. And UPND is making sure that their strongholds, people are going to vote, are going to register.
Yes.
They are helping people to go and register. But then they are busy fighting. They are not helping people to vote.
Imagine.
They are not helping people to vote. So they have already lost the elections. No, these people.
You are very strategic.
I'm done.
You don't just get into the battlefield.
No ways.
You first analyze and calculate.
You have to recognize hapa haka inge my boss ni boss. When I
Boss
like
ni
it or
boss.
not.
Thank you, my brother.
Okay. You need to recognize that haka inge mapa muntu wandi is far ahead.
Yes.
Hey, hello? Hello?
Mr. President, how are you?
Fine, thanks.
Hello. Oh, how are you doing, sir?
I'm okay.
I'm enjoying the program. Apart from that, I would love to actually come back to Zambia. If how you are praising UPND, you are very much sure that that's what they are doing and their aim is for the development for the country. They're not aiming for anyone. Why not coming back?
Why am I going to come back? Why? For what? You're talking about no, why are you not coming to back? Why am I coming to Zambia? Why am I coming to Zambia? Not now. I'll come at the right time. Not now. Why are you not coming? Hey, why are you not coming? I will come at the right time. Not now. Not now. I will come, but not now. I want my wife also to enjoy this country. I want her to go where, there, shan. Let them enjoy it also. Anyway. Hey, where you come back? I come back where? I'm not coming back. Not now. Not now. But whether I'm here or I'm back in Zambia, CDF is still in Zambia. Whether I'm here or I'm in Zambia, cash for work is there. Whether I'm here or not there, social cash transfer is there. Whether I'm here or not there, infrastructure is being built. Schools, hospitals, roads are being done. CDF is working. Whether I'm here or not there, people are getting jobs. So, I mean, what's the point? I'm not coming. I'm not a factory that when I come, then people get employed. Things are happening. Akainda HLM is working. So, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. No, why are you not coming to Zambia? Why should I come to Zambia? Be there. Be there. Get a job. Jobs are being created. And right now I saw that Akainda HLM is now, focusing on making sure that load shedding is done. I'm confident about that. I'm confident about that. I'm sure in the next time Akainda HLM will sort out this issue of load shedding. I'm very sure of it. Anyway. Hello? Hello?
Chilufya Tayali.
Bueno, Fishana.
Tobias from South Africa.
Yeah.
Yeah. All the best, Tata. What you are saying, it's very true. New president, let us support him.
Yes.
Yeah. I think he's doing a lot of things, but they don't want to appreciate.
They don't want to see it.
Yes. And I think Northern Province should also turn red. Yeah. They can't be lukewarm. They need to decide. Yeah. I think Kukasama, they must try to turn red so that they can get the full support of the president. Yeah. That's what I wanted to say. Don't be under pressure to come back. I think your wife must enjoy her time. You are a citizen and we give you support. You have contributed a lot to the Zambian politics and we are proud of you. We will continue supporting you. I myself sometimes have been hard on you, but I'm beginning to see a lot of value in you. All the best, Tata. We support you and I'm happy that you are happy, your wife having come.
Thank you.
Yeah, let's party, Tata, with your family and greetings to the little one.
Sure, not totena. Not totena. Hello? Hello?
President Mawombe.
I'm coming Mawombe.
Akumba kwa na president ine kwa constituency. Abantu pepo wale mwena change ine oponchire mu.
Ala, na ine chile mpapushire.
Ilo twale na pali change 2021. Kwale buku mona sati na ba PF na bakwato mwenzi wale tina UPN. Echarelenga baleleshana abantu kufuala ama t-shirt ya red.
Elo
tabale kwa abantu abamoni obwingi.
Elo mona
munina ya hebo bafuade green tuba mone.
Elo mone munina noko twatampire umfwa. Neko twatampire kwa limoneke. Ngo alolesha mu 2015 haka inde ichile mwana Edgar mba kusena mavoti yanga 35,000 you know 2026 ni 100 billion chapwa fiare mone koko fya fulini no baba
na baba mama votaji fya baba votaji fya watu jawa mwikuse afya toke change opo ukavota nani teshizo
exactly
teshizo wakavote
but abalema ati kwenu ati new
arepe watu
haka inde ichile mane
atingatwarumbula candidate mwepa Afrika ati SS kawamu kwa ina na election na SS kawamu na election mama wakatutana kiyengi usheni ba politician ba mayo bali
yeah
ba isa ya yao guys yatu ni journalist usheni ngate journalist na klapi na mara na wengi na kumshakira mte kanise journalist utaufunda ili kwa ile ashia leo sana kama haitawaishi na kubombana politics ilikuwa aliati bala twaro msabukuru wa from Kashkishi Cherenge up to there for Nomba abantu bale batagiwe. Ero baita panga kala ayi. Mira ntagiwe muri yo musebo baleta. Uyo musebo nga baleta ibengendera kuna moto kayani. Ero twali monako ekobesa mu program okuta kibomba. Patrishi ndifiti MP. Ndineke nga advantage na kukusha ngamba umuntu wenche wale tuaniporo fo wapangire president kurando kwambo kuntu simu mama yo acha yo mapale leo tawo bantu na balo nga mutundu wesu yuni mko wesu kwa kwa position kwa wale
tulikuwa na tuimilwa
batamboku na tuimilwa wasebiye fuku aba klabe msako kuna kila fiomu onzo lengi ta president bakala mungu ngabapi bakala ilo bantasha imbati tundere kwa mfamu abantu efe babe balabe abantu ngene balabya tonse baleba wa mungu ababone wa mutambo
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello, Mawombe.
I'm coming Mawombe.
Mawomba shani.
Bueno from kwa.
Ndei konka mwe program hii. Otherwise fumulandire fishing sana. Abantu aba amenso ya mwana bali kwa tele rotaba mwana. Cause if you remember very well, that time ya PF. Yes, kwa jaja ama kadazi started misbehaving. And that also contributed to the loss of their elections. And also the ministers were not honest to the president. They never used to tell him the truth. So they are ready to give us some votes. Just like the way they are doing it right now. They are busy saying, oh, I want to, they are ready for the change, of which the change is not there. They can go ahead and also no kupera again pia. Mkamurapo mwaka fakati fiefia kuilewa BY. Kafuangesha fuilewa BY. But BY, you saw what happened in Munankani during time, yeah, that was 2016. That was 2016,
Oh, Kale wa BY. But anyway, what's the point? What's your point?
My point is very powerful. Otherwise, they are losing it. And manifesto tawakweti.
Yeah. No,
my elections all about manifesto. What you are going to do for people. It's not just dishing out in here, but what you are going to do. If it's done and can, if it's draw attention, you haven't. What you know, I want to let's try them. But ngachakwa today I feel quite nakadimo nikutushimisha. It doesn't work like that.
No. Sure, thank you, my brother.
You're welcome.
Hello?
It's not just dishing out in.
Hello? Yes.
How are you, Mr. Tayali?
Fine, thank you, sir.
I'm actually following the Konkasana program and I'm calling from Zambia.
Okay.
My name is Evans. I've been following you and I should say you're doing a great job.
Thank you.
Volta abantu baleive pafiese valeranda tepamba lotezi. Sama campaign yabo, no, we are going to make sure that we're going to have power. Number a problem here, Lord Shedding. It's very funny, Mr. And how these politicians who wants to be president, they are politicizing this. Mr. Tayali, chimoti ne munganda, mwalikwata abana batatu, ero paishirapo babiri, oro baliko. But bulebo mpe mpoto imo. You see what I mean, huh? Instead of expanding the pot. So I want to we are going to make sure that we are going to bring power. How are you going to do it?
But look, the other point,
I'm following what you're saying, and they're just wasting time.
Yeah, the other point, my brother, the other point with these people who are talking about load shedding, they are from PF. But remember, load shedding has not started under UPND. Load shedding started under PF, you know. So if they had the solutions, why didn't they finish it? Why didn't they finish load shedding? Because load shedding was one of the reasons why they were kicked out. Was one of the reasons that's why they were kicked out. So how can they come today and say, when we come in, we'll finish load shedding? They couldn't finish it when they were in power. Now when they come back,
that is very true.
It's not Hakainde Hichilema was brought load shedding. This problem has been there.
Even in Salat And you see, look at what Eket has done. This fertilizer plant that they have put, multi-million. Nangwa bantu tabale mona please. What do they want? Abotule umfuat 1 million. Why is 1 million vote? Ushema vote la kurweo. Lake pusheko bantu wala senda matu to. Pia senda tu. Lena na mkati vote ya mkati dabena. It's not politics pay abana yo.
Oh. No, thank you, my brother.
Thank you so much.
Wale ivepa. Mulaveja. Hello?
Yes, Makalamba. Mulive?
Buena, veshani wani.
Follow Martin.
Okay.
Abaderanda tiba awina Makalamba wo fit 50 tickets.
Dead. Patali.
Church na pita kale makalamba. Tipora votu ingachita.
Ama elections na pita kale muntu wandi. Na pita.
Na ya pita makalamba, na ya pita. Imbi na moti mwaisha kono kwesha.
Ina kuti na esha ngana limi ni nebezo. Kuti na esha. Aike tina kwata kama vote. Not out. Not out. How pita ne chimpite ufite chimbepe. Ine na liba very honest. How mdala ne ukupita. But 2026. Ikafika ishta yandi. Munyina ishta ikafika. But hapa tailafika. That is just the truth. Tailafika. But ama votes kutina kwata. Ama votes I can have ama votes better than most of these people. But it is not yet my time. And I want somebody to put up. They are far away. Nani?
Far away. Wasangwa te no 50 wakasenda wasangwa.
Akapapa. Akasevana sangwa. Akasevana mdala udia. Akasevana.
In fact, HH should reconsider. Could become of a position fair government if I can consider.
Oh, inai. Mfuirefe na ingira. Mfuirefe na ingira. Na ine mfuirefe na ingira. Uyumwa, item ireisa. Nde ingira mubuteko. Don't worry, my brother. Aka inde chile matampata yo. Aka inde chile matampata. Aka mbika kona ine somewhere. Eronka miwombela bonse mukasekeramu. Mukasekeramu. Mukamona. I deliver.
Yes.
Awe.
Alright, Makalamba, thank you for the platform, yeah?
Nato teramona.
Alright.
Hello? Hello?
Yes, Mr. Secretary. Good. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Mr. Secretary, I want to talk about the issue of load shedding, which people are talking about. People should. When the power plant was created, way back, we had less numbers in Zambia. When you talk of Zambia, we start from 6 miles up to 15 miles. Everyone is asked. Also started by MMD when they came into power to say, no, the population is growing. What should we do? This given Lubindazi and other people, they were there in government. And we had the Londo, it was 2 hours, it was 1 hour, but load shedding was there. About load shedding. Telling us today that no, when they will come back into power, they are going to stop load shedding. And these politicians that we have, nobody is going to take over from what manifesto they told us. And a collaboration what they prefer. You are talking about unbalance, which is good, Mr. Tayali. You wrong, not always to criticize. Akande goes to a funeral, he said, no, why is he going to the funeral? That is not how it's supposed to be.
What kind of humanity is that?
Yes, because he has gone to mourn. If he was a very close friend to your father, and you didn't support your PND, comes to the funeral of your father, you said, why is Akande going to the funeral of Mr. Tayali? Is that... So people should look for the best manifesto that they can give us for us to vote for them in the 2026. So for a time, let's forget about these oppositions.
No, nothing, my brother. Thank you.
And the way you have said, yes, the way you have said, Mr. Tayali, you look at the people who are helping you. Your family, you have relocated with the people. Your family. Somebody hasn't helped you. Why are you not going to support somebody who has been against your family?
Hey,
what you have done is the right thing. I support you.
Thank you.
You are happy.
Thank you. Hello?
Hello, Mr. Tayali. How are you?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
Fine, but Tayali never beautiful kawata.
Okay.
Emkwai. Na titopo mlela ndamwandi ni muchitefe continue. Filifie we know by HH when and we will give him the vote. Awawale yoni whitewash. Hello awawale landa wale. Awawale landa chitaba kapitena bakapite kuwa ya kyala tabesha. Mubero cha tabesho kulando musango tabeshi we Philippa ground. Leo mfa mwewa fyashi.
Mkwa ndeo mfa.
Mwewe tishete tawe tabesha. Umu fyashi wa mano alesa mkuteka na foot. Mpela another one. Mpela kashinga mwitatu kwenyu mwewene. Mpela na imbi kwenyu.
Mpela distinction. Inandefa hapa aka indexile
distinction.
Aka pitena distinction.
I'm telling you.
96% votes. 96% votes.
Sana ni kwenyu alepita.
96% votes tukampele. 4% tukabakanya wabene barefwaya. 4% bakakana. Basangwa bakasende basangwa bakasende mo to the 30.
Hello nomba imwe ile yenu ngayaisa ile mkesa muko chitanani kane tule mifwa kabwata kuyoko mutushitiro kwali kujya
Inenda mishira kono bwali mwani gapo watu wawasangwa
wata mletishitiro bwali ngatwapunda pye boss ni shibwai so bwali twajya insala takwaba kabwata nomba pa mwaluwa insala naikula
ndewera don't worry
mubwele wangu
bengi waka indechirema mpele ba haka indechemba distinction ndewera
wena tuleba pela 100% yo no doubt about it
na tontera sana thank you thank you my
Mkwa ichisuma
okay Babiti thank you okay pamona mnashira kona abantu wadi market mwashira kwa abantu wadi vasangwa mwaya ku market mwashira kwa abantu wadi mwapa town center mwashira kwa abantu wadi noma pakati mukashinguluka ama market ya Muzambe yabayanga pandifena palusakafya vapene mwave pa town center tavamishive batuvule mwashinguluka kuti wakwanisha patali muntu wandi politics yavana mwiraivepa imwe mwiraivepa patali anyway I think nalanda sana for tonight. Let me go back to sleep before I irritate my wife. Kansende kwa hawa isawa wale moneka Antoine kana before shiraya. Hello?
Batani.
Achani bali.
Mwabomba shani bakalamba.
Bwino fe bali.
Tawa mamrende na bainoki.
Bainoki achani mudoroko.
Wena mudoro. We. Chila mwaisha batari, chila muntu ngana kwa te chiroto kurota is free.
Atukurota is free,
Kurota is free ba Chilufya. Zonga barota turevo kusateka zonde. Wena Zambia na bena.
Chishinka.
Wena na bena naba kwa tama. But at the end of the day, kwatanga fitu mata potonta kwata graph enda to ispai ya mundonze kwalenda tumine kwisa ukafyaro toko kubagateka zai
ile tukana nika network hiyo. Anyway, I have to go. Let me go. My wife is here. Bye.